Okay, let's get one thing straight, and y'all know this. We are not like flawless, shiny vases that you see in a fancy showroom. Nope. We're more like those chipped and beat up clay jars or clay pots from the clearance rack at the back of the thrift store. And that's exactly the point. Paul says in our first reading from 2 Corinthians, we carry this treasure in earthen vessels. The treasure? What is that? Well, the treasure is the light of Christ. It's knowledge of God's glory and the grace that brings life and salvation. And the earthen vessels? That's us. That is us. Ordinary people, flawed and vulnerable, like clay jars that can crack under pressure. And this is all basically a holy way of saying God's glory is packed into our messy, imperfect lives. We might have cracks, dents, and a little spiritual duct tape holding us together. But guess what? That's how the light gets out. Paul goes full drama, okay? And rightly so, when he says, we are afflicted in every way, but not crushed, perplexed, but not driven to despair. Ever felt like that? I'm sure we've all had days when life looked like a hot mess express with no breaks. You know, bills or paperwork piling up, prayers unanswered, or we think they're unanswered, people testing or sanctification, and yet we're still standing, still breathing, still showing up to Mass. Why? Because Christ's life is pulsing through us like electricity. Unlike what happened Tuesday when the electricity was cut off at my elevation, if you were here that Tuesday. No, seriously, Christ's life is pulsing through us. It is like electricity, even when we feel unplugged. And this is a reminder that, yes, hardship is real. We will face hardship in life. But you know what else is real? Resilience in Christ. So I encourage us to not fear suffering or setbacks. They're part of the journey and even part of our witnesses. Our survival, our endurance, and even joy amidst trials point to something greater, sustaining us. God can take the train wrecks of our lives and use them as runways for grace, so that more people may give thanks, so God gets the glory, and so we can look at our cracked selves in the mirror and say, yep, still a mess, but a holy one. So walk tall, my beautiful fellow cracked pots. We are the vessel that God picked, not in spite of our weakness, but because of it. So keep showing up, keep shining, letting your broken pieces magnify God's glory. Because the world doesn't need perfect people. Perfection is intimidating and fake. It's an illusion that no human can reach. Authenticity is what builds connection, compassion, and change. Remember, our imperfections are not disqualifiers. They're platforms for God's power to be seen more clearly. And on that note, may we all glow with grace and genuineness, even while leaking a little.
Thank you for participating in the digital liturgy today. The digital ministry touches the lives of many people, as does almost 80 other ministries here at OLPH. Grateful for the community that connects to OLPH through this digital forum. It's unbelievable how many people are able to access the liturgy and other events because of this ministry. Please consider supporting OLPH. All of your sacrifices help to sustain this parish and to keep moving us into the future. Thank you very much, and keep watching.